Devin Singletary with his first carry of the game. Takes this to the 27. Give him 4 yards.
The ball carrier.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Mayfield to throw it. Escaping the pressure right. Now he'll pull it down. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down.
Now how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
Test for this defense. Here we go on 3rd and inches. They'll try and run for this with Singletary. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. To punt it away on 4th down, here's Drew Kaiser. Jamal Agnew is deep to return it. He'll send this one into the Midwestern air, and it's a good one. A nice return there of 11 to help mitigate a good punt. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. They're coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive. Fake. They'll look to throw. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And no, incomplete. Boy, they took a shot there on the first play, trying to start it out with a bang. But it's 2nd down.
A deep ball down that right sideline, and he made sure that he put it where either his guy was going to catch it or no one was.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
1st down, Indianapolis.
Back to throw now on 1st down. His throw incomplete.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself the best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace. That was an interesting look there, because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
And that will be incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
He steps into this one, and this is a rocket.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And the last drive, their first drive, 3 and out. What changes here, if anything?
I think it's making sure the guys that you trust the most with the ball, the biggest playmakers you have, if they touch it on this possession to try and get things moving.
So get it to the horses.
Without a doubt. They're the ones that typically end up in the end zone.
On second down, here's a run with Singletary. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
Brings up 3rd and 1.
For the Colts, an extra defensive back in there now on 3rd down. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. Flushed. Now Mayfield lost the football. Offensively lucky they're able to keep the football, but now 4th down, so they'll have to boot it away.
I do think, though, they're going to look at this as a positive. 1, they recovered the fumble, so they retained possession. But 2, being able to punt it changes field position for them. Imagine if that turnover takes place there. Now your defense has to go onto the field and try and hold. Instead, they get a little breathing room.
So a good punt, but a solid 12-yard return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Colts come to the line, ready to start their next drive. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win 1st down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on 1st down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating 1st downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
A loss of 2 yards. And it's 3rd down.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And the Chiefs are going to get him. Derek Brown able to get him down for a loss of 11. And it brings up 4th down.
We've watched this a long time, and I still don't believe we get it. 3rd and long. Why are you calling play action?
Yeah, because they're not going to bite defensively, right?
No, not at all. I did have a coach explain to me years ago that for some teams, that's how they have to deal with pass protection and their line blocking. But to me, it seems silly.
Yeah, well, they're silly, and it leads to a play-action sack. And here's Joseph Charlton now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. No return, but it goes down as just a punt of 31 yards. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10.
48-yard line.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And this is their 3rd drive. Maybe the focus right now not so much on points, but getting their first down.
And when you start off a game, you don't even think that's an issue, do you? But you go a drive, a 2nd drive, no 1st down, that becomes an issue. Now you got to think about, okay, what kind of play calling do I have to do to get us in a spot to pick that first one up?
The first carry now. This is Johnson. And not a lot of daylight. Not really any daylight inside as he's going to be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Brings up 2nd down.
2nd and 10 at the 42-yard line.
From the gun, Mayfield. And he's going to go down. Back near midfield at the 49. Chase Young. He continues to wreak havoc in the offensive backfield. Sack number 16 on the year. And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on 3rd and long. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. Room to run inside the 40. On the catch, it's Duke Johnson. And he can only manage to take this thing to the 38, well shy of the first down. Here's Drew Kaiser now, as he's on to punt for Kansas City. We're scoreless after one.
Quarter with no score.
Second quarter from Arrowhead. It's the Chiefs in possession. And they'll come up looking to keep this drive moving. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They've been playing the field position game thus far. No score. Second quarter as they come up on 1st and 10. Now a pass hauled in downfield. And he's brought down after a very nice gain.
Complete.
That one goes for 30 yards. Not really any offense for them to speak of here in this first half. Maybe that's what they needed, that big play.
Yeah, it seems that maybe everything changes right there. They've been a little slow out of the gate. We've seen that. But that one big play, that could spark a big burst right here.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. 39 yards the distance covered on the catch and run.
First down.
Being chased out left. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. And here he'll get it down to the 7. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
A gain of 4. And it's 3rd.
He'll drop to throw. The Kansas City defense tough to throw on there, and now it's 4th down.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs, able to knock that one away on 3rd down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected 4th down here.
And this one is right through. And the Colts hit the scoreboard first. It's 3-0. So still no touchdowns in the first half, but we do have some action on the scoreboard with the field goal.
So maybe now the mentality changes in this game, because anytime you get to the red zone, if you don't come away with 6 points, you feel like it's a disappointment. In a game like this one, being able to kick field goals means you're right there, and then you're just looking for that big break to take you over the top.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And right now these guys, they're shuffling a little bit, maybe doubting, because 3 straight drives have ended with them punting the football away.
Yeah, so you start pointing fingers at each other a little bit, asking a lot of questions. What are you seeing? What are you getting? Maybe trying to narrow down your playbook a little bit and maybe get simpler.
The Colts are going to get him. Down he goes. Tech McKinley made his way into the backfield.
They were in the top 5 in sacks in the league coming into this one. That's their 3rd one in this game. Obviously, pass rush has been a strength of this team all year long.
And apparently they're not satisfied with top 5. They want to climb that ladder.
Yeah, I think it goes back to their offseason. They decided to make it a priority, and it's working out.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Mayfield flushed out right. Now he's going to throw deep right side. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Nice job by Juan Thornhill there to get a hand in and break up the play.
Thus far, they have been able to move the line of scrimmage very well in the running game. Almost felt like they said in the huddle, can you guys pass protect? Let's take a big shot downfield. Didn't get it on that one, but they may come back to it again.
3rd and long for Mayfield. And he took the contact as he was throwing it. And the ball drops incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down. And he gets this away. And look at this. This is a good one. Agnew now to return. Call that one an even 60 yards, 6-0. And the Colts are going to take over, albeit deep in their own territory. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And it's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1.
It got his man complete. 20. touchdown, Indianapolis. A big play there. 80. The Colts strike quickly here for 6 points. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is in a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
Taking it about the 1. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Mayfield looks to throw. Dancing to his left. And he's going to keep it here. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down.
That's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 3.
Singletary, and he gets it to the 34, good enough for the first. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
And they really needed to get something going, didn't they? They had punted on the last 2 possessions. The running game starting to come to the front for them, providing a nice pickup there to keep this drive going.
On 1st down, they stick with Singletary. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
The 33-yard line.
Circle round twice for the encore. If you know, you know.
2nd and 11. They'll try to throw here. Mayfield. And his throw is incomplete. Duke Johnson, the one he was looking for. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down.
They've given him some different looks here defensively in the early going. He's only hit 2 of his first 5 passes. With a big 3rd down coming up, he's hoping he's got a play dialed up that can take advantage of whatever the defense throws at him.
He's going to float this one deep right side. And it falls incomplete after almost being intercepted. The pick there would have been great. The good news for the defense now, it's 4th down. Here's Drew Kaiser now. He's been one of their few bright spots so far. On the return, here's Agnew. So a good punt there, but a nice return of 11 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over.
At their own 17-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And last time the formula was pretty simple. 1-play drive, long pass. Maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, 1-play drive is exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was fairly easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
And we'll see if it's that easy here. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a third down. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with him without weakening our overall defense? You're exactly right. It's a tough task to match up to him.
The Colts send out their punter as he's on to kick it away. Pretty good punt, but a nice 13-yard return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Set to begin this drive. And you're under a minute to go in the half, a first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, lick your wounds at the half, and see if you can come up with a strategy to play better in the second. But there's also something to challenging your offense right here. You know, hey, guys, you help dig this hole. See if you can get us out of it a little bit before the half runs out. Let's go make some plays.
Second and 2. At the 42-yard line.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
58, come on.
Here's Mayfield. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And it's intercepted. Picked off down near the 5. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
They'll take over.
Oh, man, Brandon, not a real good throw that time. It looked like he tried to put a little too much air under this one, and it turned into a floater. And defensively, this is a dream. He could have fair caught that one. That was way too easy.
Check, 59.
From deep in their own territory, they look to throw. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And able to get it across the 20 before they get to him. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. They'll look to throw now on first down. Open man is Kirk, complete. There he goes, right side. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Christian Kirk as the first half is winding down. And the Colts add on to their lead.
If you didn't know it won't surprise you to find out that this team leads the league in scoring. They've been a quick strike team all season long. There's another example. They did it again. This offensive coordinator, right now you can write his ticket towards being a head coach. He's advanced in the ways of offense.
Very short kick taken right at the 20. The lane opens here. He's past the 30.
First and 10 at their own 34-yard line.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to.
Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted, thrown back across his body. He's picked off near his own 48, and he will bring it back. An interception return for a Colts TD.
Partner, what we just saw, that's a great example of a team that was really amped up. They've been playing so well, yet they didn't get overexcited and have a bust on defense and gave up a big play. Instead, they created their own big play with a pick six. This one may be over.
Yeah, it's just the first half, but that lead has swelled to the point where you're wondering if it is over already.
Chiefs.
Extra point splits the uprights, and the route is on here in this first half. So 6 seconds, all that remains of this first half as the kick is away. bounces out of the back of the end zone, so we'll start the drive at the 25 on the touchback. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
And now this throw incomplete, and that is how this first half will come to an end. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, second half ready to get underway. The Colts with a lead, and they will receive the football. A very interesting call and one that backfires. I know they're losing, Charles, but boy, to start the second half with the onside kick, risky.
Felt like a sense of urgency from their side, coupled with, you and I both know the special teams coordinators, they sell their key plays each and every week to the head coach, don't they? And I guarantee he's been selling this one. We can get it, coach, we can get it. And that came together with that sense of urgency you talked about. As soon as I saw him break contain and get outside, my first thought and my eyes gravitated downfield, because nowadays, most of these quarterbacks, when they do that, they want the big play downfield. They don't want to throw it short. In this case, he took the shot. It fell incomplete.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on first and second down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. He'll look to throw. Out, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. He was trying to keep his eyes downfield. Nobody came open.
He's trying to do everything that he had been taught, right? Every bit of the technique. But if no one's open, there is no technique except make sure you hold on to the ball as you go to the ground when you're getting sacked.
That'll be out of bounds, and how good was that? They'll say the 3-yard line. That's where they spot it.
3-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. Back near his goal line. Here's Mayfield. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. The linebacker, C.J. Mosley, there in coverage.
Yeah, the passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
Now this throw caught left side. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. 19 yards the pick up there. Move the chains. Now they can breathe a little easier. Some room to operate as they've got it 1st and 10 now out past the 20. Mayfield. Eluding the pressure right. He's going to take off with it. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
1-yard line.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Mayfield quickly to Gronkowski. That's caught. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
To throw, Mayfield, escaping the pressure right. He can run for it, and he will. 8 yards that time, able to take off, and the result is a 1st down.
When they watch film of this game and hand out the grade sheets, he's going to really like getting a double plus on this play. Why? He scrambles and picks up a 1st down. But what else does he do? Protects himself by sliding and avoiding the big hit. Double plus, big-time play.
And he'll be brought down by the Colts.
Chase Young in there to bring him down, and that is sack number 17 now on the season.
Boy, he came in off the edge so quickly there.
Look out, because that's exactly what it was being shouted by the offensive lineman to his quarterback, because he had no chance to block him.
They go play action. Mayfield. And Mayfield again with the interception, his third. Isaiah Simmons picking it off.
And the return stops at the 39-yard line.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
That was nice work there defensively to force incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A gain there of 21 yards.
First down.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material.
Here's a throw out wide complete to his running back right side. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. But despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. 2nd down. Back to throw again. Steps away. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. And he'll be stopped shy of the 15 at the 14-yard line on the return.
First and 10.
CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Following the interception, Mayfield. He gets it into the hands of Gronkowski, complete. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
A first down throw from Mayfield. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. So it goes as a completed pass, but they lose a full 5 yards. So they had the big loss on that first down pass play and facing a 2nd and long. Throwing, Mayfield. And he's taken down. Back at his own 7.
Chase Young in there to get him, and that is now sack number 18 on the season for him. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. He's going to go deep for Beasley. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Juan Thornhill. 2nd straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to unnerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one, or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
A 3rd quarter action from Kansas City, 2nd down and 10.
sack him back right at the midfield stripe. The perennial Pro Bowler Aaron Donald gets the sack.
Okay, you know my bias is about to come out here. A lot of people think that the offense is just moving in the wrong direction. I'd say they're moving in the right direction because the defense is pushing them back.
Former defensive guy. Now, as a quarterback, third and long, you really got to rally the troops here, don't you?
Yeah, you do in a big way. And what else do you have to look out for? More pressure coming at you because it seems to be working pretty well.
And that one drops incomplete as he got popped as he was throwing it.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
Just a 30-yard punt that time.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, we were having a tough patch. This too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. Now, meanwhile, a final play here is incomplete, and that's going to take us to the end of the 3rd quarter of play. We're back now in KC. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. The Chiefs on 3rd down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 3. Screen play, Johnson. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. It'll go as a gain of 10 and a Kansas City 1st down. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. And again, it's Mayfield. He's going to look deep down the field. This is caught inside the 15. And oh, so close as he takes it all the way to the 2-yard line.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. They'll run it with Johnson. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. Give him 2 yards on that one. 2nd and goal now. What a game this defense continues to play, huh?
Yeah, they've been aggressive from the first snap, and they've controlled this ball game. But right now, if you're on the other side of the ball, you've got to match that aggressiveness. No points so far in this game. Moving the football.
And he's going to take it into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Devin Singletary, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Chiefs are able to cut into this lead. So up comes Mayfield as his guys will go for 2. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. Flush to his right. And he'll find his way in for 2. And we're back to a 2-score game. The lead's cut to 16. Chiefs 8.
Here we go.
2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And this is going to be taken in by the Colts. 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number.
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Indianapolis. A big play there. His 2nd touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And the Colts, they add on to their advantage.
They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is there bad blood that went into this one ahead of time, that maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like them? But the other thing that always hits me is, are they worried about playoff positioning? Right? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later?
Chiefs.
Extra point safely through, and that pushes the lead up to 23. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Taking it about the 1. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
At their own 29-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29. Running from the gun, Johnson. He'll be tackled shy of the 35. The power move there couldn't buy him much space. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the 1st down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
Ball had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
And this is caught. It's pulled in by Gronkowski. And he will have 1st down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th.
At the 41-yard line.
On 1st and 10, Mayfield. Now they go screen. It's complete. A good 1st down call as the screen play gets him 9.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. They'll throw again. Here's Mayfield. Steps away to his left. He's going to take off with it. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. When in doubt, do it yourself as he keeps it for 3 and a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Working out of the gun, Mayfield. Open man, Gronkowski complete.
Mayfield's pass.
They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6 at the 43-yard line.
From the gun, a run for Johnson. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6.
No gain on the play. It's 3rd down and 6.
58, boys, 58, 58. You can't block me. You can't block me.
From the gun, Mayfield. And they almost had another one. They are all over the football in this game. Nearly another pick. Now 4th down.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
And he's got an open man. It's Gronkowski. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th.
At the 31-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Mayfield to throw it. Now Mayfield lost the football, and the Colts pick it up.
And I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him. Past the 20.
Put it right down their throat.
And they are going to score on the fumble return. Touchdown, Indianapolis.
The kicker.
Second time he's lost a fumble. This one hurts more. It's returned for 6.
He's been under a lot of duress, hasn't he? Pressured, hurried, harassed the whole game.
Well, the offensive line not giving him a lot of help.
Not a lot of help, but the bottom line, he's got to take care of the football.
And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. Taking it about the 1. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21.
At their own 21-yard line.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And they weren't on the sidelines for long, but I'll tell you what, I'm glad you and I weren't down there. We could hear them, the coaches from all the way up here. They were, the Colts are going to get him. Down he goes.
Baker Mayfield.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. Now, following the sack, they'll come up here on a 2nd down and 12. Another try after the first down sack. Mayfield. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. He was looking for Gronk that time, but now it'll be 3rd down.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for him. And after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
The Chiefs on 3rd down. They're hitting at just 30%, 3 for 10. This is 3rd down and 12. Here's Mayfield. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line.
They'll take over.
The utter domination here just continues. This defense, I don't know what more we can say all around about their performance.
Well, it certainly feels in this game like maybe they're facing a Canadian defense. 12 guys on the field. It feels like there's an extra on every snap because they have really struggled to make headway through the air.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll wind up picking up about 4 as that is going to bring us to the 2-minute warning. So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. They've got a 2nd down now as they look to salt this one away. 2nd and 6. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Earl Thomas. And it's a good return here as he'll get all the way up close to the 35.
2nd down.
And they get a 4th quarter pick. A little something to hang their hat on, I guess.
Okay, so let's face it, though. Who's happy about this play? Fantasy guys, right?
Yeah.
The analytics will tell you one thing or another. That's a bad play on one hand, a good play on the other, but it's all about the fantasy points here.
Yeah, because this ball game is over. Looking for more there on 1st down, but this throw downfield incomplete.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
Right here, guys. Mike 51. Mike 51. We got to get the ball, D. Get the ball. Hey, alert 33.
A 2nd down throw for Mayfield. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down. Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now because now these plays are really for next week, trying to get some momentum going.
Hey, 25 for Mike. We're going.
Mayfield on first down. He's going to let it fly. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Juan Thornhill. And they'll have the football, but deep in their own territory as he's brought down at the 5.
They'll take over.
CD, this defense, man, at this rate, they're just having fun out there right now.
And normally with this type of a lead, if you're a starter on defense, you're saying, hey, let the other guys play. But with this going on, no one wants to come out of the game. They all want their shot at picking off a pass.
You're not ready. 57.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And the most curious way there to burn some clock. That was wild. And at the end of all that, it winds up a safety. All right, Charles, help me out here. Fourth quarter, you've got the lead, and you run backwards into the end zone. You're just trying to do too much.
I almost don't have words for it. But, you know, every coach that we talk to talks about running backs or people running the football, running north-south, getting upfield. He went way in the opposite direction. That's going to cost his team.
Yeah, it cost him big time. Still leading, but it costs him. The Chiefs' offense about set to begin this drive. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
And now here is another interception. Picked off by Juan Thornhill. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line. Yes, folks, that is his third interception. And I'm going to use one of the most overused phrases in football. He's a ball-hawking safety.
I love the way that you called for the shot there. That's perfect, though, because there is something to that. Being a safety often allows you freedom to roam around the defense, maybe not a specific assignment. Today, his assignment, find the football, and he's done so quite well.
Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. That one looks like he'll throw here. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal. Going to give this time to the tailback. And the Colts are going to be set up with a 1st and goal. It's a nice run there. Gets him down to the 6-yard line. Now a final chance to stop it here as a timeout comes in with 10 seconds left in the game. The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal.
He's coming. Double up, double up. He's coming, double up. Slam, slam, slam. Check 4, check 4. 36, 36. Hey, check that, street.
And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown. Starting to really smell a 4-0 start right now. You can't ask for a better first quarter of the season than that.
And you're not supposed to look ahead, but guess what?
You're going to?
They have to, because when you get to if you get to 4-0, you're not just thinking playoffs now. You're thinking about, okay, this team has the capabilities of winning a Super Bowl. They could very well be the best team in the NFL at this moment.
I think they played the best. I mean, there have been a few hiccups offensively and defensively, but probably the best team we've seen, right?
And has the ability to get better.
Now a crease here as he's past the 30.
At their own 32-yard line.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was really lost. But this is not a situation now where you're going to make up for anything.
We'll see what they do here.
Chiefs 10,